Hello friends, welcome you in this video session of Material Science and Metallurgy. In today's video session, we are going to learn about heat treatment process, and in this particular video, we are going to learn about surface hardening heat treatment process. As we all know, there are two types of heat treatment process. One is full volume heat treatment process, and the other one is surface hardening. But first of all, why heat treatment is done or how heat treatment is done is very important question. Heat treatment is controlled heating and cooling operation to bring desired change in the physical property of a metal such as brittleness, malleability, ductility or toughness, strength. But most important desired property is hardness of a metal. So what is the surface hardening? In surface hardening heat treatment process, metal is heat treated from its surface only. Because of that, metal surface become hardened, but its core remain softer than its surface. So from outside our metal becomes harder, but from inside it is much softer than the rest of the body. Okay, now there are different surface hardening method which are as following in this list. First one is induction hardening, then there is carburizing, then there is a cyaniding, nitriding, flame hardening. Let's begin with induction hardening. As shown in this figure, our object which required heat treatment process is placed as shown in figure. A coil is wrapped around our object and then AC current is passed through this coil. Okay, so let's understand this figure. Induction hardening is a process used for surface hardening of a steel and other alloy components. The parts to be heat treated above their transformation temperature by applying an alternating current to the coil. Then next process is carburizing process. In carburizing process, iron or steel absorbs the carbon while the metal is heat treated in the presence of carbon bearing metals such as charcoal or carbon monoxide. The intent to make the metal harder, to make metal surface harder. As you can see here, in this closed chamber our object is placed and then carbon monoxide or the carbon is emitted or thrown to the surface of our object, and then whole furnace is heated. So what happens? Carbon particle fuses with the surface of our metal. Then afterwards a quenching process is done. Now what is quenching process? Quenching process is very simple process. In quenching process we plunge our heated or hot metal into water or oil or brine. Now next process is cyaniding process. Cyaniding is a case hardening process that is fast and efficient. It is mainly used on low carbon steel. The part is heated up to 871 degree to 954 degrees Celsius in a bath of sodium cyanide. As we all know, sodium cyanide is one type of acid and which is poisonous for our humans. Okay, and then it is quenched and rinsed in water or oil to remove any residual of cyanide. So Here is the pool of sodium cyanide, and we are going to plunge our metal parts, and afterward we are going to rinse it with the water. Next process is nitriding process. As you can see here, this image, nitriding process is undergoing. Now what happens in nitriding process? Nitriding is a surface hardening process where nitrogen is added to a surface of a steel parts, either using a gaseous process where dissociated ammonia as the source, or an ion or a plasma process where nitrogen ion diffuse into the surface of a component. Our last process is flame hardening process. In this image, you can properly see what happens in our flame hardening process. First of all, our metal surface is heated with the help of flame, and rapidly we are cooling it with the help of water. Flame hardening is also common surface hardening process. Metal surface such as steel is heated with a high temperature flame and then quenched with the help of water or oil or brine. The result of flame hardening process is harder metal surface, and as we all know, harder metal surface is resistant against wear and corrosion. Lastly, I have put a question for you. The question is, in which heat treatment process we use alternating current? Your options are here. Is it flame hardening process, induction hardening process, cyaniding, or nitriding? Please give your answer in comment section. Thank you for watching this video.